Obviously, the quarterback position is a key spot, and we'll have a couple guys battling there at that position. We have a few guys at wide receiver coming back with a lot of experience that hope for big things. We got a couple defensive ends that have great experience and looking for big things from them. Again, have some guys brought in, older guys that can fill some spots and I think can make some things happen. And I'm excited to see what we can put together and what we can put on the field.
You got to start with, based on last season towards the end of the year and also in spring football, I think you've got to start with our defensive front. We've got 3 guys who've played up front on the defensive line. Dom Principale, Josh Kibbe, and Wilson, who really had tremendous spring football drills for us. And then linebackers, we've got Shansky, who's back, Mike Shansky. He's got 1 more year for us. Victor Hudson, who I think really came on, did a lot in the all-season program to improve himself. And, then we recruited a linebacker, JC kid, to come in and had really a productive spring for us, a young man by the name of Gabe Tillman. And so I think that's where you have to start. It's up front defensively.
Definitely excited about the 2015 football team here at Seton Hill University. We got a host of guys coming back on offense and defense. I think looking at what they did this offseason in the winter in particular with the early morning runs and lifting, our strength numbers have gone up across the board at every position. We've been able to retain a number of our players, which I think is important to building a program. So we're kind of excited to see some of these guys a year older, a year stronger, really kind of coming into the season to do some really special things.
Well, we have high standards and expectations, with the goal being just improve every day. I think we've got a good football team. We're still relatively young on the offensive side of the ball, but we're much more experienced than we were last year. I think defensively, we've got a number of players returning that have played good football for us, successful football, all conference players, Kevin Clark, Karan Gibson, Matt Moad. And then we welcome back 2 sixth-year seniors that missed the season last year, Eric Williams, who was an all-region player at safety, and Dorian Lane, who was an all-conference player at linebacker. It's going to be nice. We've been picked to finish first in the conference the last 3 years. We've got the best record in the West over the last 4 years. We won't be picked. Expectations outside won't be as high, which might be good for us. But the expectations internally will be very high.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a veteran-laden team. Every coach in the country right now this time of year is saying that their team is young and they wish they had more depth. If you look at us, you're going to see a lot of sophomores and juniors playing, so the perception probably is that we're young, but there are a lot of kids who actually played a year ago who were just freshmen and sophomores. So I think you're going to see a team who's been through the conference, knows what to expect. I think we got a very talented team. I do worry about our depth, just like every other coach in the country. I wish we had a little bit more depth, but I think they're going to see a veteran-laden, competitive, hard-nosed, fast football team that'll play an exciting brand of football.
Well, our guys have had great momentum in the off-season, weight training and running and spring ball, and even this summer. We've had more people stay up, more of our players stayed up for the summer, which has been great. As coaches, really what we need to do is build a little bit better on the beginning end and find a way not to start 0-4 or 1-3, and more importantly, just play well in the first 4 games. And last year we didn't play as well as we thought we were capable of. So we've tweaked some things around for camp. We changed spring ball a little bit back in April, and all that was geared to getting off to a better start.
Well, we're coming off the PSAC championship, so we feel that we're in a good situation. Having won the Western Division championship 3 out of the last 4 years, we believe that we can be a contender again for the division title and defend our PSAC championship. Well, we have this pretty much the same goals year in and year out, and that is to win the Western Division, get a bid to the PSAC championship game, playing that game, get a bid to the national playoffs, and the ultimate prize is always the national championship.
Well, I think having 20 seniors on our roster really helps, and we have a lot of experience that we're putting on the field. So I expect to see a very mature group out there. All these guys have done it before. We don't have the need for anyone to walk into our program and get on the field. So I think, you know, you can't put a price tag on experience. These guys going out there and have done it before, you know, I expect some big things for them. We've grown for this class for the last 3 years, and these guys, it's their senior year. I expect some big things from them. I think we have experience on both sides of the ball, and the one thing that we focused on in the offseason this year was creating depth. And, you know, we got a lot of experience with some kids that didn't play before last year when we were up in games, and then we went out and got a couple transfers to help out with the depth on different sides of the ball and in different areas, because if we can stay healthy, I think we're going to be pretty good.